Once in 50 years, the world gets permanently reset. We are seeing one such thing these days after the tremendous global financial meltdown. I say there are three ways by which the world has been permanently reset. The first is business reputation is at an all-time low. In fact, in a recent poll, politicians were rated higher than business people. It has become that bad. The second big change is growth is no longer in the developed world. It has shifted to emerging markets. In fact, the whole global map has been redrawn. Historically, companies used to say they have a global strategy for US, Europe, Japan, and the rest of the world. Today, global companies have to have a strategy for emerging markets, Middle East, Africa, and the rest of the world. And the rest of the world includes US, Europe, and Japan. The third big reset is government has moved next door to business, and they are not leaving. Government is an investor, they are an equity holder, they are a lender, they are a customer, they are a partner, they are a regulator. In fact, 5 years ago, if a CEO went to Washington, D.C., we used to call the CEO a loser. Today, CEOs are going in droves to Washington, D.C. Perhaps may not be in their private jet, maybe in the subway train, but they are there because that's where the action is. Let's pause for a moment and say, what do these three fundamental resets mean for companies? If you don't innovate, I do not believe you can capitalize on these three fundamental resets. Take, for instance, the growth in emerging markets. They require fundamental innovation because the customer affordability in a country like India, where the per capita income is $800, is fundamentally different than the US, where the per capita income is $50,000. So if you're a US company, you can't simply take your products and send to India. You have to fundamentally innovate. Again, having government as a huge partner requires you to fundamentally rethink your business model. When business reputation is at an all-time low, there is going to be a war for talent because there are very few good people who want to come into business. That means only if you're an innovative company can you afford to win that war for talent. Therefore, I say in this reset world, innovation is more, not less important. If you don't innovate, I don't think you will have a right to exist.